That's crazy. I would have did the same thing. I can't front. You try to fight back. That's a fact. It's popping. Why did they do that though, Kross? It's popping. Kross TV Network here, Kross. Right here, Kross. Know where you at, yo? Yeah, yeah. Yo, beloved, don't front about me with them shirt. I'm trying to pick them up as soon as we get to restart. You ready, man? What's going on? How everybody doing, man? Salute, man. Thank for everybody for tuning in. Kross TV Network. You know that's Kross with a K. You know, I definitely love everybody that's tuning in as always. How y'all doing today? You know, I'm a little lit. You know, I decided to stay home today, you know, relax. You know, stay in with the wife, with the little boy, you know what I'm saying, little man and all that. You know, do the grown thing, pick up a little something to sip on. You know, just enjoy a little time, you know, watch a little movie or something. You know, wifey fell asleep and all that. So, you know, I'm going to do this live and all that as always, you know what I mean? Salute to everybody that's showing me that love, man. Let me put my glasses down a little bit because I'm nearsighted. I'm not far-sighted. So, you know, yeah, salute, bro. You know, 24, saw you live with East. Yeah, no doubt, man. Yo, salute to everybody. Pardon me for, you know, that I'm missing everybody for right now. You know what I mean? No, I'm pardon me for that. You know what I mean? Sorry about that. You know, but salute to everybody. We start from the beginning. S. Dot, salute. S. Dot, Suge, Brian, salute. Dante Wells, salute. You know what I mean? Tony Stark, salute. What's that boy Neil TV, salute. Taylor Gordon, salute. John, what's that? Jay Sunblaze, salute. Showing everybody love, man. Henry 425, salute. What You Jacking TV Direct, salute. Barber Life, salute. Iraq 152, salute. You already know. E. Neil, salute. Money Mill, salute. Money Mouse, salute. Pardon me. Easy the Blazer, salute, homie. You already know. Doquan Buck, salute. Free Dream Brim, salute. You already know. Free Dream Brim. Roscoe James, salute. Irish King, salute. You know, I salute everybody. I'm shooting everybody love tonight, man. You already know this Sunday, man. 2-8 Brooklyn, salute. RJ Ascari, salute. Ruben Sanchez, salute. Asad Wale, salute. Bubba Life, salute. Duke Black. Loose Cannons Records, salute. Darrell Holmes, salute. Brooklyn Flavors, 718, salute. SK Low Case 5, salute. Ray Infinite. Fresh Dawn. NYC Boss Don Biggerville, salute. Cool Wale, salute. Cool Willie, salute. Avon Medina, salute. Irish King. Nitty Brim. Jusco HNNC. G. Illy. Derek Johnson. Five Borough Boy. Bullet Stand Casket. 4-5. Looking for the Truth 100. Randy Butler. Bugatti 4. Static, you know what I'm saying? We're going to keep it going. We're going to stop it there. Thank everybody for tuning in Kross TV Network. You already know that's Kross with a K. Everybody doing today. You already know, man. A lot of people was asking me because I had threw it out there before that, you know, my jaw is messed up. You know, my jaw is a little messed up. You know, behind the incident with the COs and everything. So, and I also mentioned about my eyesight and my permanent bloodshot in my eyes. And I already had showed people, you know, the bloodshot in my eyes in my last video. Y'all already know. You know what I mean? Y'all ride with me. You know what I'm saying? We all family in here, right? So, you know, basically, so I wanted to share with y'all, you know, in detail, you know, about the incident, you know, what happened. You know what I mean? This is the reason why I wear glasses. Before this incident, I ain't wear glasses and everything. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So, Derek Johnson, salute. You know what I mean? So, salute to Miss Playful. You know what I mean? First live. Yeah, you already know. We already know. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, man. So check it out, right? I was on Rikers Island on my last bid that I came home from, right? I was on Rikers Island from '97 to 2000. So I was there a little over 3 years, right? So through the course of my bid, of course, you know what I'm saying, there's war going on. So, me being who me be, it's either eat food or be food. What I mean by that is this, there's things that I'm obligated to do and uphold. You understand what I'm saying? Whether I like it or not. So if I'm put in a situation where I gotta put some work in, it's either I'm gonna put some work in or punk out, but then I gotta worry about, what I'm saying, the homies now, they find out about it, I'm fooled. So, it's either I'm gonna just put it in or then face the consequences later. And then just because me and them get into a situation doesn't mean that, the opposition gonna feel some type of way or any differently about me because, I failed to do certain things. You understand what I'm saying? So, you just had to do what you do. It's either eat food or be food, bottom line. So because of that mentality, I had caught 5 different jail cases. You know what I'm saying? Behind them three years and some change out on Rikers Island, I caught 5 different cases while I was on there. So because of that, them activities and what was going on, I was segregated. So they put me in what is known as, everybody know as, NIC, which is North Infirmary Command. NIC, one half of NIC is the nursery, the hospital area, where let's say if a person get cut or something happened, you go there first, or let's say you come back from your surgery and you heal them from your surgery and stuff like that, and you still going to court and whatever the case may be, and you're on Rikers Island, you're inmate at Rikers Island, or you're handicapped, what I'm saying, no disrespect, for lack of a better term, and that's where you're housed at. And then the other side of the house, the other side of NRC is for like high profile cases. I was locked up with like John Gotti, Junior Gotti. He came over. He came. I seen him a couple of times. When he had got locked up. Sean. That's where they locked him up at. Also, who was housed in NIC is like other than celebrities and everything, is you had a lot of you had a lot of high profile classification prisoners, inmates, people that are still fighting their cases or coming back down from court. Whatever case, I was one of them. I was one of them individuals that actually had to walk around with. They had us with mittens on our hands, like bottles over our hands, and it's cuffs on us, and then with the cuffs is a box on the cuffs so your hands can't move, and then there's a chain going through it that wraps around your waist, so you be shackled up. You know what I'm saying? You be shackled up and you can't move, and with the gloves on and everything. And that's how I used to walk every time. Like I had to, go outside my cell. I had to go to, whether it was sick hall, whether it go to yard, it would have to be escorted by a captain and, certain COs, and they had to, escort me and everything like that. I even went to see the judge and stood before the judge like that, with the mittens on, chained up, shackled and everything like that, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So let me give you a description of what NIC looks like before I tell you the incident that happened. Just imagine in your building in New York City, wherever you from, and you in a regular city tenement building. Just imagine a long hallway. There's apartments on all sides, right? Just imagine on one side of that hallway where the apartments is at. Just imagine those apartments are cells. Those are cell bars. Cell bars. Just maybe a little wider. All those apartments on that side of the hallway, they're cell bars. On this side of the hallway is a gate. So for the first 2 cells is a gate, and there's another gate going straight down. Then the next 3 cells is a gate. Then the last 2 cells, then the last 3 cells, like that. So the last 2 tanks in the back, those was people that was still in the box. You know what I'm saying? That couldn't come out they cell or nothing. They was in the box. You know what I'm saying? You know, me, I was in population at the time, but I could only come out my cell into the tank, into the cage. So you had like a little seat where you could, little bench with a little table at where you could eat at, and they had a little table, you know, hanging, a little TV hanging up. You know what I'm saying? That's all I had, and whatever I had in my cell, and it was 3 other cells inside my tank on a tier. You know what I'm saying? And it was somebody else, you know, inside the next cell from me. That was the only person that could be around me. So, you know, make a long story short, this individual who I actually got love for to this day still, you know, to this day, I ain't gonna say his name though, you know, for obvious reasons. I don't want, you know, nothing to happen, you know, whatever case may be. But this brother felt like, you know what, man, I can't be here no more. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, when you go on the visiting floor, you go on the visiting floor, it's like a trailer, a regular trailer, you know, like a trailer park where they sit in the trailer, and I see they visit is actually on a trailer. So when you in there, the captain is standing right there at the window, just standing there watching you. You know what I'm saying? You know, some people like to, you know, do what they do, in every case may be, on how they, you know, escape they bid. You know what I'm saying? Some people like to smoke, everybody like to get it. You know what I'm saying? I used to get it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna talk about what nobody else is doing. You know what I'm saying? For obvious reasons. I'm gonna talk about what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? I used to get it and everything, and I used to be blowing it down and everything. That's one how the ways and one of the ways I was able to cope. You understand what I'm saying? And that's why to this now, marijuana is being legalized, you know what I'm saying, to help people overcome the same things that we was doing that was considered illegal, and however we got it done. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, not getting off course. So because he couldn't get access to it because how secure and strict the area was, because, you know, we have profile, you know, we have no contact with nobody, you know, even on the buses going to court, you know, we in cages on the buses, you know, we in single man cages with seats and everything, shackled up and everything, in a cage, still shackled up and everything, you know what I'm saying? So he comes back from a visit, he got some bad news, you know what I'm saying, he got some bad news from a visit, uh, so he said, you know what, this is it, I'm leaving, I'm getting out of here. So, you know, he said, yo, you know, Kross, you know, much love. I love you and everything. Yo, I'm out of here. So I'm like, all right, cool. You know what? All right, cool. You know, salute to you. You know what I'm saying? You know, whatever have you. So, he takes his pillow and sets it on fire and throws it in the cage. Now, mind you, it's 3 cells in the cage. His cell is the middle cell, which is next to mine, which is the first cell. My cell is right in front of the TV. So I'm standing there in front of the TV. So I'm minding my business, you know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, inside the tank is a camera above the TV right here, and there's a camera above the TV right there. The police is at the, you know, the beginning of the tier where you come in at, and he's sitting there watching the screen and everything. So I'm sitting there watching TV. The police come with the regular fire extinguisher, sprays the pillow out. They have little words, whatever, whatever. So now, mind you, I'm watching TV. I don't have nothing to do with it. It's none of my business. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm sitting back. You know, watching TV. He start yelling, screaming, you know, kicking on the gate, doing what he doing. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, he doing what he doing. Again, that's none of my business, correct? All right. So he likes something else on fire. He take his bed out. I mean, he take the mattress out. I think he likes something else. I think he likes something else on fire. And the police, you know, call, you know, the dep, telling the dep, you know, what to eat and what to suck and all this and whatever have you. You know what I'm saying? Um, And so the dep left and said, well, you know what? Forget them. Do whatever y'all gonna do. So the police, I mean the correctional officer, took the main hose. You know the hose with the glass, and you see that he hose out, opened the hose out. So you could imagine how long since that hose been used. So when I tell you the man, when the CO opened up the hose, it was nothing but brown water coming out of that hose. Full throttle, full throttle, right? And then he came in front of my cage, because right in front of the cage is like a little area where the correctional officer could walk in right up and down the company, to check on us, or to feed us, or to give us our mail, or whatever have you, through the slots, through the slots in the cage or whatever, they could just hand it us through the slots or whatever. He came with the hose and just sprayed my have, that mean anything to me, that can keep me moving, to keep me, keep me focused and keep me going. Anything that has any type of significance to me, they ruined it. My grandmother pictures, my great grandmother pictures, pictures of families that's deceased and everything. You understand what I'm saying? Me, dismiss my typewriter, dismiss my, messed up my radio. Everything was ruined. My bed soaking wet. I'm soaking wet. You know what I'm saying? Gargling, you know what I'm saying? I'm soaking wet. You understand what I'm saying? And so after he came and sprayed everything up, he said, yeah, now, Mother Evers, do that shit, whatever, what time it is, basically, do, what it is, fuck y'all, blood dudes and everything, because not for nothing, you had a lot of black CEOs on Rikers Island that didn't like Bloods. I don't know if it's because, to their defense, I don't know if it's because, they've seen Bloods oppress people, or do people dirty to make them dislike them, or I don't know if, something happened to their loved one in regard to a Blood, or it's just because they felt like, I'm tough and y'all stuck, and y'all suckers, and y'all fronting, and I'm gonna violate y'all, because you had some of them that just went out their way, that just literally just went out their way. Now, mind you, I didn't have nothing to do with it, and I kept every time I even mentioned what happened from the beginning, I always mentioned that, what I'm saying, I had nothing to do with it. I was minding my business. I was watching TV. So now here it is. I'm soaking wet from rusty water in my mouth. My kids' pictures, my family's pictures, you know what I'm saying, my legal work, my law work that I gotta use to fight for my case, that's all soaking wet, ruined. You know what I'm saying? I got, my Walkman, everything, everything is destroyed and soaking wet. So now the police review the tape, the COs review the tape, and then come tell me, well, Mel, just come out, we sorry, we apologize, and just get cleaned up, when we write you a ticket, it's not gonna be nothing. And I'm like, what you mean write me a ticket and come on and all that? What you mean write me a ticket? Write me a ticket for what? For getting violated? For me not having, you know what I'm saying? Nah, that ain't going like that. So they're like, so now they say, so now they flip it. Now they flip it for them to justify to do what they do. So what they did, so they said was, so you refuse? That's what you saying? So you refuse? I said, I don't refuse anything. What I'm saying is, how I'm going to get compensated. You just violated me. You sit here telling me how you about to write me a light ticket. How you going to write me a light ticket? Write me a ticket, period, for what? You should be apologizing to me and figuring out how you going to make things right by me before I give y'all the business. Bottom line. You know what I'm saying? So, they wasn't trying to hear me what I was saying. And of course, the guy who they originally, who the incident was about, you know, of course he wasn't going nowhere. So now the dep makes the command. Well, now y'all suit up. So now the COs go suit up. So when they go suit up, they go get the helmet. They put the put the vests on. They put their knee pads on. They get their sticks, and they get the shields. They got shields that are electric, whereas they press the button, and when they hit you with it, and when it touches you, is a round shield. It's a shield like this. You know how when you see how the police, when they use the protection shield to protect themselves, like from riots, you know what I'm saying, or protesters, and you know how people be throwing stuff at them, and they be having the shields to protect themselves. Well, on Rikers Island, they got the shields that electrocute you. You know what I'm saying? They press the button, and once they touch you with it, they press the, once they like get it on you and touch you, they press the button and they electrocute it with you by touching you with it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they had those shields and everything. And they got the pepper spray. This pepper spray ain't the regular pepper spray. These pepper sprays is made from natural peppers from like Mexico's and all different parts of the world, and it's blended into a little liquid. And that's what they use, right? So now, because we refuse, so now when they coming in suited up, so now what happens is, how they come is, one CO opens, put the key in the door, open it, right? And then as he flashes it open, the person with the shield comes in first, and then all them burst behind them, you know, and then they just swarm us like that, right? So that's how they tactically does us, right? So now they do just that, but before they do that, they pepper spray us. They pepper spray the whole area. Now, I don't know whoever has been pepper sprayed before, especially with these type of spices that they had, right? That not only do you be blinded, especially if it touches you, but it also suffocates you, meaning that you can't really even breathe. You coughing, you know what I'm saying? You coughing, and it also burns your skin at the same time. It also burns the skin. So imagine you coughing, you really can't breathe. Your skin is burning and you can't see. Now, thank God on the fact that they had sprayed us beforehand, they couldn't use the electric shield because it was water around. So they couldn't use the electric shield. You understand what I'm saying? So what they did was, you know, they just came in with the pepper spray, did what they did, you know, slammed us up, put the cuffs on us. You know, they matter of fact, they didn't even put cuffs on it. They put them you know, them zips, them plastic zips that they just pull and they have you just stuck like that, whatever, and they cut you out later on, whatever. They put us in a zip like that, right? But behind my back. So now they drag me outside, you know, drag me to the off the tier. So mind you, I'm in a cage. My cell is in a cage with 3 people, right? Remember I told you, I described you how the cage is. So it's a little door we come out that. So they, you know, pull me out the door, you know, head hitting on the thing, you know, hitting on the door. They're dragging me from the back because my hands is like this, you know what I'm saying? So they dragging me from the back. So once they get me in the elevator, you know, they just started just beating me up. You know what I'm saying? They just started beating me up. You know what I'm saying? They just, you know, whoa, the whole elevator, the whole time waiting for the elevator, the whole ride down the elevator, they were just beating me up. You know what I'm saying? And at that time, you know, mind you, I'm like, this is what? That happened about 1998. You know what I'm saying? You know, at that time, you know, they didn't have that at that time that didn't have to you know, we didn't have like, you know, food. You couldn't order, you know, you couldn't cook food or nothing like that on Rikers Island. Rikers Island, they only had like cookies, you know, crackers, Cheez-Its, you know, Tang, you know, stuff like that. They didn't have nothing, you know, Slim Jim. They didn't have nothing for you to really eat and get your weight up or nothing like that. So imagine you got a little teenager, you young 19-year-old like me. I'm probably like $130, $140 at the time, getting pounded out, you know what I'm saying, like that by grown men, you know what I'm saying? They were just pounding me out. Now, mind you, I really can't breathe. I can't see. So, and my face is burning like crazy. My face is burning like crazy. And they beat me up. I get out the, get out the elevator. We get out the elevator, you know, they drag me into the bullpen and they just leave me there. You know what I'm saying? So now, you know, I'm like, well, damn, you know what I'm saying? I need some water, whatever. So now and when you're in the bullpen, it's like you in a room with just more cages, with a cage inside the cage, you know, is a bench where you can sit down at. Um, and it's a toilet and there's a sink there. I kid y'all not. You know what I'm saying? This might really surprise y'all when I tell y'all what happened, man. So I flipped my cuffs to the front. You know what I'm saying? I laid on the floor, I laid on my back on the side, and I slid I slid the cuffs under my butt and everything, you know, under my legs and everything, to put it in front of me. So I went to the sink to put water on my face and everything. But the sink water wasn't coming out enough so where my hands could touch it, and the sink was filthy, right? So when I seen the toilet, you know what I'm saying, I looked around, whatever. The toilet was clean, like it was just clean, whatever it can be. And I kid y'all not, I took that water and I used that water to try to soothe the burning sensation, because it was burning so much and it was suffocating. You know what I'm saying? So I used that water, and I was using that water to splash on my face so I could like try to breathe and help me to stop burning a lot. Word of mother, I actually used that toilet water to use and splash on my face. And when I did that, it only made it it only made it worse, because now it irritated my skin. By the officers walking away, they knew what they was doing, because they got a fan. What it is they got a fan, right? That is like a circular fan, and when you get hit with that pepper spray like that, there's a fan that they put in front of you, and the fan is what soothes you. You know what I'm saying? That the fan is what soothes you. You know what I'm saying? It soothes you. You know what I'm saying? I'll be a tongue tie, but y'all know what I'm saying. It soothes you, and that's what I said I supposed to have got. I ended up getting a new charge behind that and everything. I seen some people in the comment ask me, you know, did I sue? Yes, I did. I'm gonna get into that right now. When I sued, but it took me a long time to sue. I almost actually missed the statute of limitation. What I mean by that is this, right? Like a lot of youth to today, right? They misunderstand what the word snitching and everything is and what it means. So because of that, we allow certain things to happen to us, not knowing whether or not we should say something about it or not. So in my incident, you know, when I got into a little situation, when I see a Lion King, you know, and we had to shake, or I've ever seen an enemy, and you know, we got it and I did what I had to do, you know, and police beat me up. I never wrote a grievance or wrote it up for a long period of time, because I'm like, well, if I do that, I'm telling. But it took an old timer to pull me down, and he schooled me. He said, let me tell you something, Mel Kross. Think about this for 1 minute. I said, what's up, OG? He said, you know, you cut somebody or somebody cut you and y'all get into a fight. the police put you, the COs come and put you in handcuffs, and they take you out, right? I said, right. He said, so once you get inside, or once you get away from the general population, where it's just you and the correctional officers, they begin to beating on you, and you know, and stuff like that, right? You say, yeah. He said, then what happened after that? I said, then, you know, you go to the box, or you go to a you know, to a housing unit, to where is you're there momentarily, just until you get your box time, you know, the being time to go to the box. So he was like, correct. So he was like, what's wrong with that picture? They whooping you down, whooping your ass, and they're telling you, and you know, you're going to the box because of this. So now they're justifying why they put their hands on you. You're holding it down, but chat, all your privileges and everything is taken from you. All the tickets and everything that you get while you're locked up going to court, the judge and everything is aware of this. So your character and things that you're doing while you're incarcerated actually has an impact on the outcome of your case, or your or when it comes to what's that saying? What's that saying goes? When it comes to being that character, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all know what I'm saying. You know, I'm kind of missed for words right now. Remember, I told y'all, man, I kind of like was a little sipping and everything. You know what I'm saying? You know, but I definitely had to come live with y'all. You know, and I appreciate everybody from tuning in and everybody being locked in. We at 175 right now. Hit them likes, hit them subscribes. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So you know, for a long time, I didn't realize that by me saying something about the police wasn't making me a snitch. You understand what I'm saying? So when I recognized that, was like 2 years later. So now let me explain the difference on why, you know, let me explain something to y'all. When you get into an incident, regardless of what the incident may be, and you intend to sue, whether you're a prisoner or whether you are a law-abiding citizen outside in the free world, when the incident happens, you have 90 days from the time that it happens to put in what is a notice of intent to sue. You file it and you put it into the county. You file it with the county clerk, with the county clerk's office, and you file it to the person on whom you intended on suing to, right? That's for the state level. I succeeded. I've succeeded that 18-month time frame. So the only way that I can do it was through a 1983, which was a federal claim. And when you deal with 1983, it's just dealing with constitutional law. So I had to use, you know, well, my 14th Amendment was violated, you know, and I used that. Anyway, I got a couple of little dollars off of that, you know what I'm saying? Not nothing much. I got like maybe 1,800 off of that. And I sent my baby mother, you know, who was my wife at the time. I sent her bread, you know, because at the time I had my newborn. You know, I was blessed to have, you know, going on conjugal visits while I was in Auburn Correctional Facility for a little while. And in that process, I conceived me a little princess, you know, named Micaiah, you know. So, you know, so I had paid for her baby crib, you know, a couple little things like that. And while I was incarcerated since she was born, not for nothing, you know, I paid for her, you know, I paid for her diapers every month and all that. Well, the mother every month faithfully while I was in jail. And I was sending them, you know, sending them home things for Christmas, doing mad things for them, you know, and all type of, you know what I'm saying, you know, real man time. On real man time. This grown ass men in this chat talking. Widow shit that never did anything, no respect. Yeah. Yeah, you know, I you know, I'm so locked in and tuned into what I'm talking about that I don't even know when any weirdo things going on, whatever. But I know, hey, I know y'all got me. You know what I'm saying? We got each other and everything, so you know how that go. You know what I mean? But yeah, the outcome of that is, you know, so when I sued, right, instead of them going to trial, they just offered me a little sum of money. You know what I'm saying? Me being fresh up north, I got a baby on the way. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, whatever little money gonna help me push that out the baby girl, you know what I'm saying? I'm good, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I did. And I signed a disclosure stating that I have no reoccurring, you know, injuries or nothing going on, because at that time I didn't go to the doctor. I didn't know. I wasn't wise enough to know to go to the doctor first and see what was going on, because I already knew, because I had a lot of like headaches. I was going like I had headaches and stuff like that. And you know, somebody told me one day, like, yo, damn, Mel, you know, you getting headaches and everything. Maybe you need to see the eye doctor. I said, the eye doctor for headaches? Like what? So like, yeah, go see the eye doctor. So I go see the eye doctor, and the eye doctor like, yo, you nearsighted. Like you can see things, images like real close to you. You know what I'm saying? But images like, you know, 16, 20, you know, 24 feet away, the image is blurry. You know what I'm saying? The image is blurry. You know what I'm saying? That's when my glasses, you know, kick in, whatever. That's why now when you see, when I read, you know, like when I go on the screen, I read certain things, you see that I was doing this a lot. You understand what I'm saying? And then like you see right now in my eyes, you see I got permanent blood shots. I got permanent blood shots in my eye. You know what I'm saying? It's this one right here. You know what I'm saying? I got permanent blood shots in my eye. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's the reason why, you know, that's the reason why that happened, you know what I mean? Oh, baby. No. But you know, yeah, that's why I wear glasses, for everybody that know, you know what I'm saying, that was inquiring and wanted to know why. I was in green and them young boys is that the police put their hands on them. Yeah, let me tell you something. A lot of people get it twisted, man. Let me tell you something, man. There's a lot of things going on in upstate in upstate correctional facilities. What's going on? You know, I'm gonna give you a situation on in Attica, which is the worst jail in the state of New York. I'm gonna repeat, Rikers, Attica is the worst jail in the state of New York. And what I mean by that is that, and I'm not, you know, everybody know me, I'm not a racist, I'm not none of that. You know what I'm saying? I attract real people and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, but at the end of the day, them police is very racist, man. And if it wasn't for jails and prisons and stuff like that, they wouldn't even be in contact with minorities, African. Clinton has incest rate than anywhere in the world. Dannemora, New York. That's where Clinton Correctional Facility is at. That's where Tupac was locked up at when he got locked up and went up north before Shook bailed him out. You know what I'm saying? And out, you know, you look at them, they pull you out, beat you to flames. They beat you to flames. So I'm gonna tell you about a situation that happened, right? Why Attica right now has cameras in it. It was doing sick hall runs. Yeah, sick hall run is when, like, I mean, not sick hall run. They do medication. So you locked in your cell. They come on a tier. You know, they give you your medication, whatever. They come give you your pills or whatever your medication may be. Somebody whistled at this woman. The COs pick whoever they pick. Things being bounced and, you know, banged up everywhere. You know, I'm gonna give you the short version, and I'm gonna tell you the end result of what happened. You know, to this guy, and may God bless him the fact that he survived and lived. you know what I'm saying, to be alive after that. They broke his jaw, one of his eyes, one of his eyeballs was hanging out of his socket. His leg was broke, arm broke, face swollen. Yo, they did this, yo, bro, yo. That fortunate to be allowed to tell a story. You understand what I'm saying? So it's ironic that you have a lot of parents that's really struggling. Single parenting mothers. Queens out there that's raising their kings, their little princes. Their young kings. On their own, and they struggling with that. And some of them may even if they get locked up, their heart may be broken. But a lot of them in their heart feel like, you know what? At least I know he's safe. I know where he at. At least he ain't on them streets, thinking that, worrying about whether or not, he getting murdered or something going on in these streets or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But the reality is, there's a whole lot of things going on in the penitentiary also. See, I'm one of them children who mothers thought that way. Because my mother told me that before. She ain't know it was cuttings and stabbings and police. She ain't know all that was going on in jail. She ain't know about none of that. You understand what I'm saying? She ain't know nothing about none of that. Why would she? You know what I'm saying? Salute to Miss Playful. What's up, Miss Playful? How you doing? Man, no lie, the pen is the biggest criminal system. Yeah, that's the whole fact, man. That's the whole fact. And the thing is, I went through all that, and I did box time for that and everything. For what? I got violated. My eyesight got messed up. But the whole point what I was making is, had I known that my eyesight was messed up as a result of that, I would have got way more money. I didn't know I had a life-lasting, effect, which is known as collateral damage. I didn't know I had that collateral damage. You know what I'm saying? Had I known that, then you know what I'm saying. I could have got him for some. I could have got him for some real paper. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? Like I was young. That was a situation. Salute the PA. That's my second home. I live out there now also. You know what I mean? That. I love y'all. What's up? What's going on this Sunday? How y'all doing, man? Y'all all prepared to go home? I mean, get ready to go to work and grind and do what y'all do. I got a childhood buddy. We got this little slogan. We say we wake up, every morning, like 7 in the morning. We always text each other in the morning. Instead of saying hi, what's up, and all that, he'll just text me grind and shine. I just say grind and shine. You know what I mean? Well, we gotta get up and grind and shine. You know what I mean? We gotta earn this paper. We gotta get what we get. You know what I mean? Be responsible for what we do. You know what I mean? We on grown time right now. Remember, if it ain't grown, leave it alone. Straight to the packs. Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I'm feeling the vibe right now. I ain't see, a lot of things that been said that Miss Playful and all them done shot down. But it's all love at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking real time right now, you know what I mean? Real time in the building, you know what I mean?